Hi, I'm Dan Schmitt. I do a weekly television show called Team Chicago Challenge. My website is teamchicago.tv. My email is teamdan45@gmail.com. We're going to go back to the past again, and we're going to talk about my good friend, Tom Gimmer. Now, Tom Gimmer used to own the Sunset Tavern on Lake Koshkonong. Tom Gimmer was involved with the first 3-hour endurance races, which now are the steel shoe races. But in the beginning, it was Gordon Lundy with the Wigman Fund, and Tom Gimmer was very instrumental to getting these races off. And he laid out the track. He did some great work to get this idea of a 3-hour endurance right here in Wisconsin going. So hats off to Tom. But also Tom put on short track racing under the lights, Saturday night under the lights. Great racing, great racetrack, tight little track, enough lighting. And I captured a great number of those races. I'm very proud to do that. And Tom Gimmer also brought the Stunters out on the ice, the Wheelie Kings, with 750s and 1000cc street bikes studded up on the ice. So we're going to look at all this different footage, and hats off to Tom Gimmer, old motocross guy, and he was quite a good friend of mine too. So hats off to you, Tom. I hope you see this. I hope people tell you about this. If you get a message yet, you've seen this or you want to see this, give me a call also. You can always get a hold of me at teamdan45@gmail.com.
Hi, my name is Dan Schmitt. This is Team Chicago Challenge. We're on Lake Koshkonong. We're right in front of the Sunset Tavern. Tonight we're going to be looking at motorcycle racing. It's all motorcycles, 8 classes. 125s, 250s, open, pros. I tell you, these guys really get around this track. So let's go check out the heat race action, and then we'll be getting into the finals. We're in front of the Sunset Tavern on Lake Koshkonong.
It is 2003. We're going to look at the pro heat and final.
Jumping up front, it's Jerry, Mr. Ice, Westhouse on that 450 Honda, making the move. There's all kinds of bikes been moving on the outside. Is that Roy Nafsker? Roy Nafsker taking the outside route. Frankie Kaiser also, first race on his 450 4-stroke Honda, has just moved to second place. Roy Nafsker's up front, but I believe he's on a 2-stroke, so we got the 2-stroke up front. 2 4-strokes. Frankie Kaiser is on fire. Just put this bike together. First time out as he goes for the lead. Can he catch Roy Nafsker? Let's check it out. Jerry Westhouse, Mr. Ice, is running third. Blake Young's trying that outside line up there in fourth. Jerry Westhouse moves on the inside. But still, Frankie Kaiser's running second. Roy Nafsker's up front. Roy Nafsker up front, Frankie Kaiser running second, Jerry Westhouse running third. That's Roy Nafsker picking up the win.
And now let's check out the pro final.
Open pro off the line. Down on the inside. Roy Nafsker on the Kawasaki. Check that. That's Terry Hahn on the Kawasaki. Roy Nafsker, he's on his Honda. He's up front. Blake Young, he is charging. He's taking that outside line. He's been watching Brock Schwarzenbacher. Now he moves on the inside. He's up to second. Jerry Westhouse, Mr. Ice, in third place. Wants to make some more cash. You can't win this if he's in third place. He's on the charge. Tries that outside line. Get around. Whoa, hold on there. Blake Young almost goes over the bars. Frankie Kaiser takes advantage. He's on the charge. He's on that new 450 Honda also. There's Jerry Westhouse charges in second. But in the end, Roy Nafsker goes on to pick up the win. Jerry Westhouse, Mr. Ice, runs second, and Frankie Kaiser ends up third in Open Pro.
In 2005, Tom held his 9th 3-hour ice race.
Teams line up. 70 teams have stepped up to take the challenge of this 3-hour national ice race endurance. It's a 2.2-mile track, approximately 55 corners out there. We're in front of the Sunset Tavern and Marine, Lake Koshkonong. What a huge field. Last year it was close to 60 teams. This year 70 teams. There are 32 teams heavyweight. Those are the 4-stroke. Most of them are 450 4-strokes. A couple 2-strokes, big bore bikes. 29 middleweight teams or 250cc bikes. And 9 teams in lightweight class. As we come on board with Phil Young on the Team Bear Honda 250. It's a vintage bike, but it runs pretty good. Phil's out there. I'm going to be joining Phil. And like most riders, we're out here to have fun. There's trophies, no cash. As we anticipate the start, the spectators are getting nervous. The riders are getting ready. And watch Gordon Lundy get ready to throw the green flag. They charge into the first corner. It's like J.R. Schnabel, Benny Carlson, Jesse Janisch, all jamming into that first corner. The middleweight bikes take off. In fact, there's only 2 waves. The lightweight bikes are going right with the middleweight bikes. Phil Young on the Team Bear, 4 and 6. Honda takes off. Bright sunny day. Temperatures were around 0 in the morning. It's warming up. It may reach 20 degrees today. That was about the closest to any straightaway Phil was on. Up front, it's J.R. Schnabel, the man that won the Springfield short track. I was there to witness. He's on the Bob's Harley Davidson, Memphis Shades, Parts Unlimited, Drag Specialty, Saddleman, Moose Racing, Arai, Brady. He's on the Yamaha, sponsored by Bob's Harley Davidson on that 450 Yamaha. Second place, like Benny Carlson on that Corsair Superbike. KTM, Arai, third place could be Jesse Janisch. It's on a middleweight bike. I believe, maybe not. No, I think he's on a big bike. Suzuki, Team Suzuki. JR stretching his lead. Benny Carlson's right with him. One team came all the way from the East Coast. Betancourt Racing. Betancourt Honda. And it's Scott Greenwood, Formula USA road racer. Jeff Wood, another Formula USA road racer. And Doug Henry used to run for DGY as Downers Grove Yamaha in the motocross days. Supercross winner. Then he came out and did some Supermoto. And he won a couple of those nationals. Fast team. They're running right up there. It's hard to identify these bikes. I can spot that number 1. JR is up front. JR Schnabel, National Dirt Track Champion. Whoa, JR! Bike goes down. Benny Carlson inherits the lead on that KTM. On that Corsair Superbike. HMC, Arai, KTM. Could have been Doug Henry going by. Hard to read these numbers. The Steel Shoe Fund provides the numbers on the front. 81 comes flashing by, they're running good. That's Mo Fast Racing on the gas. These heavyweight bikes got the advantage. That front row start. Now the middleweight bikes are starting to catch up. Is that Frankie Kaiser out there on that Kaiser Racing? Phil Young comes by in the Team Bear 4 and 6 cycle. He's got the Team Bear helmet cam.
Tom Gimmer was greatly responsible for keeping the 3-hour ice endurance going. And then he decided to bring out the Stunters, 750,000cc bikes on the ice with a great show. Now we go from racing to the National Stunting Championship held in front of the Sunset Tavern, Lake Koshkonong, 2005. As we see the Wheelie Kings out there, and let's go talk to a few of these riders that participated in this first annual Ice Stunting Championship at the Sunset Tavern.
Ryan Sahanic from Vertical Mischief. We're out here, first annual World Stunt Competition on the ice, and been practicing for about the last 2 months. 2 months working on different setups and things like that, trying to get the bikes to hook up. It's kind of hard to do slow stuff, but we're making do with what we got. So hoping for a big turnout today and see what happens.
So what kind of modifications you got to do to the bikes for the ice?
I got about 1,100 screws in the rear tire. A lot of shock adjustments. You got to put screws in your feet in case you get off. That's about it.
Beaver from Vertical Mischief. This is my bike. Got ready for the ice this year. Got 1,100 studs in front, about 600 in front. That's basically all I got set up for ice this year. Got a little mangle yesterday on it. But
What kind of bike?
01 Gixxer 750.
What modifications have you done?
I just got the regular, well, I got the big sprocket for this when I rock the street for slow stuff. And just got the studs in it for the ice. We're gonna give her a whirl, see what happens.
My name is Andy Lancaster. I ride with Vertical Mischief, and we're out here at the Ice Stunt Competition on Lake Koshkonong, first ever in the world. It's crazy. Spent time studding the tires. Got about 1,200 screws in there. Takes about 3 hours to do it. It's a pain in the butt. They leak. It's hard to ride. It's like riding on the worst pavement ever. That's about it.
Neil from Vertical Mischief. We're out here stunting, sponsored by Thrust Company. Phil out there doing a good job hooking us up with sprockets, chains. At MotoHeaven.com hooked us up with these awesome jackets. He's done a good job for us. We're always looking for sponsors, and he's been one of the great ones out there for us out here on the ice, stunting, having a good time. Check us out at verticalmischief.com on the web, MotoHeaven.com. You can check out Phil. He can hook you up with some fat sprockets, 520 kits, everything. He's got it. He'll hook you up.
The overall winners, it's the Vertical Mischief.com, MotoHeaven.com, Thrust.com. And they come shooting by. They've got a good routine, wheeling back and forth. The crowd was loving it. Free-handed. And I'll tell you, they're having a great time. This is Fatty. He's specializing in these slow wheelies.
You got your Lost Cause, you got your Joe Kelly, Louis on the guitar, he's rocking it out.
They're putting on a great show.
Say hell yeah!
And that's Beaver, his trademark, standing on the tank. He's got control of that bike.
Hell yeah!
I'll tell you, that's doing the slow wheelies. That's Fatty. Also known as Andy Lancaster. And the grand finale, the real crowd pleaser. It's Ryan Serhanic. Now he's going to team up with one of his teammates, 2 up, as they slide in. Let's check it out. These guys are putting on a good show, full show. Champions, the first World Championship team competition. Fatty does another wheelie. And the spin for life, check it out. And I'll tell you, these guys will give us a little comment about this competition at the Sunset.
Out and won the team freestyle event. Ice was kind of going away, but we got her done.
That's right, we
pulled it off. You know?
Did what we had to do. At the end of the day, ice was bad. We tried what we had, pull out some tricks.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun being out here, and thank Sunset Bar for having us out here. It was great.
I couldn't get it out.
Yeah, it was hard to hook up. It took everything we had to get it going, but we made it happen.
Thank you, gentlemen. And Tom also promoted some Super Ice Motard races in front of the Sunset Tavern. This is January 2004.
Jumping up front. And it looks like Tiger Smolters. He's on that Lake Country Power Sports 450 Honda right with him. Lance Wolin on the Yamaha. Lance Wolin from Fort Atkinson. And you get to see the track, and here is the problem with the track. There's so much blowing wind that when the track gets plowed, you see some glare ice, but there are huge drifts like through this corner. Your front wheel hits the drift and slips and slips, and I'm just not getting with it. I've been looking forward to this TT racing. But this is a 1 mile, 22 corner ice course. We're coming to the fast sweeper. Bike goes wide as he hits the drift. You got this straight. Now you got to stay on the gas. One downshift, pitch it in. You can see the drifts are coming on. Here's one corner coming up. It's all drifted over. You skate across it. You try to stay on the track. Get another drift. This is quite a challenge. And this corner here is all snow. I missed the corner. I missed the next tire. I go straight across. Aim for this corner.
Tom Gimmer was a real trooper putting on great races. Now let's hear from some of the racers that raced in front of the Sunset Tavern on Lake Koshkonong.
My name is Frank Kaiser. We're up here at Koshkonong. I just built a brand new 2003 Honda 450 4-stroke. Rode it in the open class first time tonight. Thing worked great. I got a little fine tuning to do. It's a great motorcycle. Ended up second in the heat, third in the main, and just all rider here. I made a few mistakes, but the bike is right there. It's a great motorcycle. I really like it. Like coming up here, it's a good time.
Jake Kaiser, first year racing under the lights, a lot of fun. I like the cold, tracks tight but fast. Just out here having a good time and making some money.
Mike Hildebrand from Yorkville, Illinois. Reason I race on the ice is it's a blast. I just got into it this January and I can't get away from it. Tonight's gonna be a little hairy, but I think we'll all have fun.
Yeah, Tony Journal from Redline Cycles in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Come out ice racing on the weekends or something to do during the cold weather. Get a little practice time in for summertime dirt tracking. Try to keep ourselves in shape. Of course, we end up in the bar afterwards all the time and have fun in there. So. That's our reason for going to the ice races for the winter.
George Mack, I'm from Itasca, Illinois, and the best part about ice racing here is being able to hang out with Dan Schmitt and Team Chicago.
Hi, my name is Jerry Westhouse. I've been ice racing for 32 years, and out here on Lake Koshkonong and at night, it's one of the best things we've done up to this point. This is great. You get to have your Sundays open, and you have a good group of people out here and a lot of fast guys like Dan Schmitt.
Thank you, gentlemen. Now let's check out some races from 2004. First up, the 250 class. Second place. It's my grandson, Brandon Griffith, on the Team Bear Honda. It's an 84 Honda 250. Up front, 217 is Dan Biddle. He's from Illinois in the Kawasaki, but Brandon's trying that inside line, running a smart race. And that old Brandon takes the lead. Back end slide, and Dan Biddle takes the inside line. Gets by Brandon. Brandon's on the gas. It's an 84 CR 250 Honda against the newer Kawasaki as they run away from the field. Dan Biddle from Beach Park, Illinois. The win went to Dan Biddle. My grandson finished second. Now let's check out the senior class. Oh no, my throttle stuck open for a second there. Came off the line in a wheelie. Out of control, but I got it covered. But up front, it's Jerry Westhouse. Jerry, Mr. Ice Westhouse. Up front, second place, Bob Smith. Jerry's on a 450 Honda. Bob Smith's on a 426 Yamaha. And I'm on that 250 Yamaha. Got it running, put together, finish it up over at 4 and 6. I worked this outside line because this track is getting way too rough. I'm using that outside line, trying to get around Bob Smith. When you run the outside line, you're running a longer line. You gotta stay on the gas. Bob's on the gas. I get by, move up front. Jerry Westhouse, he's on a Honda. He's up front. Taking his outside line, but even the outside line isn't that smooth. You gotta get on the gas, gotta stay with it. Bob's on the Charger, just missed the shift there. Bob gets by. So I'm gonna keep that outside line. It's a little smoother. He can go bumping around. I'm on the gas. You gotta stay on the gas. That's the trick. You gotta get on the gas a little quicker. One lap to go. On the gas. We're coming pretty dead even in the 3 and 4. And I just pin it. I'm gonna win this race, run wide, and I pick up second place. In the plus 50 class, Bob Smith was third. Jerry Westhouse, he went on to pick up the win. And the last race, Dash for Cash, with the pros starting in turn 3 and the amateurs starting on the front line. We joined this race on the 3rd lap. Front is that young Brock Schwarzenbacher. He started on that front line, the normal starting line. The pro started in turn 3. That's Mark Schmitt running second. He's on that 250 Yamaha. Brock Schwarzenbacher's on the 450 Honda, but making his way through the field. Down on the inside, it's Roy Nafsker. He's on a Kawasaki. Roy Nafsker is on the charge as we see Brock Schwarzenbacher coming out of 3 and 4. Mark Schmitt, he's looking good. Blake Young is on the charge also. He's taking that outside line, moving down on the inside and making a move to second. It's Roy Nafsker. He gets by Mark Schmitt. Brock Schwarzenbacher taking a nice, smooth outside line, staying on the gas, staying on the power. He's up front. $165 is up for this race. 13 bikes entered, 10 made to start. This is it, a few laps to go. Roy Nafsker trying to catch that youngster. Brock Schwarzenbacher, can he do it? Does he got enough time? Schwarzenbacher, he is on the gas, looking good. Music for the show by Engine, Mike Freaks, Intrigue and Travesty, and all this music recorded Fireside Studios, Westchester, Illinois. As we come up on the white flag, 1 lap to go. Brock Schwarzenbacher goes a little wide. Roy Nafsker takes advantage, dives down on the inside. They charge down the back straightaway. Brock stays to his outside line. Roy takes the inside line. Brock comes by, use the outside line, and picks up the win. The youngster beating the master at Fort Atkinson in front of the Sunset Tavern, and that's it for this week.
I hope you enjoyed this clip. Contact me, it's teamdan45@gmail.com. Drop me a line. Tell me what you think of this great racing. Tom Gimmer, what a great guy. Remember, you can always search on YouTube with Dan Schmitt Motorcycle Racing for great motorcycle racing action.